Presentation on Supply Chain Management by Kaveshri, MCOM Final, MPM Government First Grade College, Karkala. The right product at the right place, at the right price, and at the right time is what the business of retail is all about. While this appears to be simple, it is one of the most complex aspects of retailing. The degree of complexity can easily be understood by taking the example of the local department store. A typical department store has number of departments such as apparel, gifts, cosmetics, kitchenware, appliances, etc. Take one such department as apparel. This will have sections for men, women and children. Each of these sections will have subsections for casual wear, formal clothes, accessories, etc. Further, each category in each subsection will have different designs, colors and sizes. We now see that if put together, it represents a very large number of items. This is further complicated by involvement of merchandisers, buyers, stores, finance and other functionaries in the department store. Okay, meaning of supply chain management. Supply chain management is the process and activity of sourcing the raw materials or components an enterprise needs to create a product or service and deliver that product or service to customers. So, supply chain management is the process of delivering the product from raw materials to the consumer. It includes supply planning, product planning, demand planning, sales and operations planning, and supply management. Definition. The Supply Chain Council uses the definition. The supply chain, a term increasingly used by logistics professionals, encompasses every effort involved in producing and delivering a final product from the supplier's supplier to the customer's customer. Four basic processes: plan, source, make, deliver broadly define these efforts, which include managing supply and demand, sourcing raw materials parts, manufacturing and assembly or warehousing and inventory tracking, order entry and order management, distribution across all channels and delivery to the customers. Supply chain management flows can be divided into three flows: product flow, information flow, financial flow. Now see the first, the product flow. The product flow involves the movement of goods from a supplier to a customer. This supply chain management flow also concerns customers' return and service needs. This is the flow of the physical product from supplier all the way down to the customer. Flow is usually unidirectional, that is, it only flows one direction from supplier to customer. However, in certain instances, when the customer returns the product, the flow occasionally goes in the other direction. A typical flow of materials supplied to manufacturers to warehouses and distribution to the final customer. Next, the information flow. The information flow centers on transmitting orders and updating the status of delivery. Information flow is the flow of information from supplier to customer and from customer back to supplier. This flow is bidirectional, that is, it goes both direction in the supply chain. The type of information that flows between customer and supplier includes quotations, purchase orders, delivery status, invoices, customer complaints, and so on. Next, the financial flow. It involves credit terms, payment schedules, and consignment and title ownership arrangement. So it involves the movement of money from the customer to the supplier. Usually, when the customer receives the product and verifies it, the customer pays and the money travels back to the supplier. Sometimes the finances flow the other direction in form of debit. This is supply chain diagram. In this figure, we can see the flow of goods, services and information from the producer to the consumer. The picture depicts the movement of product from the producer to the manufacturer, who forwards it to the distributor for shipment. The distributor in uh, turn shifts it to the wholesaler or retailer, who further distributes the products to various shops from where the customer can easily get the product. Evolution of supply chain management. The birth of supply chain management as a discipline was given by world renowned management guru Peter Drucker, who wrote a seminal article on distribution which appeared in the Fortune magazine in 1962. Over the year, the function of distribution, logistics, materials management, and integration of all these activities have gained significant importance. From 1970s to early 1980s, this period of supply chain management was characterized by large scale changes, re engineering, downsizing driven by cost reduction techniques, and widespread attention to the Japanese manufacturing techniques. In the early 1990s, industries began to focus on core competencies and adopted a specialization model. Companies abandoned vertical integration, sold off non-core operations and outsourced those functions to other companies. Thus, companies extended their supply chain operations well beyond companies' walls and entered into supply chain partnerships with externals, resulted in vendor managed inventory control. Thus, managing inventory levels was the sole responsibility of vendor. The retailers the retailers was supposed to send the sales and inventory data to the vendor. Late 2010. In the last 20 years, especially after year 2000, outsourced technology hosting for supply chain solutions was replaced by on demand model from approximately 2003 to 2006 to the software as a service model currently in focus today. Furthermore, the last 2 decades have seen the introduction of large number of operations and quality management and control issues like just in time, zero inventory, total quality management, ECR means efficient customers response, vendor managed inventory, and CD means cross docking. All of these techniques now have been integrated within the domain of supply chain management process. Importance of supply chain management. It is well known that supply chain management is an integral part of most businesses and is essential to company success and customer satisfaction. The main importance of supply chain management are: first, reduce operating costs, that decreases purchasing cost. Organizations generally prefer quick distribution of costly products and raw materials to avoid expensive inventory. Retailers depend on supply chain to quickly deliver expensive products to avoid holding costly inventories in stores any longer than necessary. For example, electronic stores require fast delivery of 60 flat panel plasma HD TVs to avoid high inventory costs. Next, decrease production cost. A reliable supply chain delivers materials to assembly plants and avoid any costs that occur due to delays. Manufacturers depend on supply chains to reliably deliver materials to assembly plants to avoid material shortage that would shut down production. For example, an unexpected parts shipment delay that causes an auto assembly plant shutdown can cost $20,000 per minute and millions of dollars per day in lost wages. Improve customer services. Right quantity and quality. Customer expects delivery of right quantity and quality of products. So quality is an important part of the supply chain, whether it is quality inspections during the manufacturing process, quality checks before goods arrive at the customers, or checking the qualify as raw materials and parts enters the factory. On time delivery. Customers expect to receive the correct product mix and quantity to be delivered on time. A reliable supply chain can help in avoiding any bottlenecks and ensures customers get their products in the promised time frame. Services. After sales services is one of the important aspects in any business. If any kind of problem occurs in the product, customer expects it to be fixed quickly. A right supply chain ensures that customers get the service they want. Thank you.